without you.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. It is Saturday.
And my hand is on the trigger.
Yes, I'm listening to a little Summer Walker down here. It's a nice day. The geese are in the field. They're doing their thing in the field. Let me get over here and park. I told you I was going to come down here.
What I'm gonna do?
That girl's voice is so beautiful. I wish she didn't change her face. But honey, these beauty standards will get you messed up out here, honey. Beauty standards and wanting to be looked at as desirable in order to get a mate will have you switching up your whole look. That's just how it goes, you know, until you learn that, you know, girl, that's about to mess up, child. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Why crying you?
Yes. You know what? I am so happy to be down here on a Saturday. It feels kind of good out here on a Saturday. People walking around and stuff. Somebody is in my parking space, but we just gonna let them live today because it's Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Reserved Monday through Friday.
Crying you.
It's my song, honey. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Real Housewives of New York. We got to talk about marriage boot camp, and we got to talk about Beverly Hills Housewives. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first one I guess we could talk about marriage boot camp first, and we'll work backwards because the other ones are a little older, right? So we'll work backwards, okay? I need to work the other way, to be honest. I guess it doesn't matter. So let me do Beverly Hills. I have those in my phone because I was watching that. Okay, so let's start with Beverly Hills. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by, and we're going to get started. Let me get some air in here so they'll be sucked up in my studio. All right, y'all. I hope everybody's doing well. Yes, Thursday I had to take off. Do some little, I just needed a day off. It was a lot of, the diva's a little sensitive, so I had to take a day off to get myself together. You know what I'm saying? And just had to. And then it's so funny because I was online and someone else was tweeting like, you guys feel heavy, like real heavy around. It was like Thursday, like, do you feel heavy? Somebody was like, yeah, I just started crying for no reason. Me too. I just started crying for no reason. I was like, girl, what's going on? I don't have anything going on like that would cause me to cry. So I felt like it was like other things that I was probably taking on too much of everything else, and that was affecting my emotions. You know what I'm saying? So when you say protect your energy, it's very important. It's very important that you really do that. It's not just me saying it, and it's for real. It's like you hear it all the time. Protect your energy, protect your energy. Just make sure you're grounded. Make sure you, whatever crystal that resonates with you for whatever it is that you need it for, carry it with you. And then, pray, meditate, whatever it is that keeps you centered and going within, because that really is our superpower, going within. So I needed to go within, I even need to get herself together, need to get her life together. And I was online, and everybody else was like, yeah, I felt real heavy. I was crying. I sat in front of my altar crying and just started crying and releasing. And I think that's a lot of people who are sensitive, a lot of people who are refer to themselves as empaths or empathic. They take on a lot, and sometimes that shit gets heavy and you have to release it, and that's just what it is. And some people don't know how to do that. So if you know how to release those, to ground yourself and to go back into yourself, then that helps, because some people don't know how to do that, and so they're wondering like, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel all this chaos? Why do I feel like that? When you know when you have to do it, some people will keep going knowing that, hey, you need to sit down. That's when you start manifesting illnesses and sickness and stuff like that, getting headaches and things like that. It's because you haven't sat down and went within and released that. So whoever needed to hear that, that's what it is. Okay, so come on, let's talk about Kyle's fundraiser party. So they had Wilson Phillips at the fundraiser party, right? And Dorit made a comment saying that she's done that before. I was like, Dorit, I yelled at the TV. I was like, Dorit, why do you care? Yes, you have Boy George, and yes, to me, Boy George is better than Wilson Phillips. Let me tell you something. I had the biggest crush on Boy George. I did not understand. Well, I was like, wait a minute, he's giving girl, that's a boy? Oh my God, he is so beautiful. I loved Boy George. When I was in elementary school, you could tell me nothing. And then in junior high school, I remember this girl dressed up as Boy George for Halloween. Baby, I loved Boy George. I love the Culture Club to this day, okay? And I used to think I used to have a crush on Boy George. I was like, oh, he's so cute. But he was so femme, and so yes, love Boy George. Because time won't give you time. Because time makes lovers feel that they got something real. Because you and me know there's nothing but time. Yes, come on, Boy George. Yes, we know, Dorit. We know that Boy George is better than Wilson Phillips, okay? But you didn't even have to say that, girl. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So Camille thanks Kyle for allowing her the space to, ask the girls for forgiveness, try to get in good space. It worked out well for some, didn't work out well for none. Teddy was like, girl, I don't need I don't need none of that from you because I know what it is. So don't even try to do the pleasantries. I really respect a person who acts like that. Like, girl, don't play with me. I know we could do the pleasantries. Like, hey, how you doing, girl? But you don't have to start with the compliments and all that because it's fake. And I appreciate people like that. Erica Jane has her Shoe Dazzle event. She says, I want more. There's no limits. I was like, girl, yes, there's no limits when you have all that damn money. Of course, there's no limits. Lisa Rinna's wig was so cute. What did y'all think of Lisa Rinna's wig? I thought it was so cute with the bangs. I really did. My son thought it was, her head looked big. How you doing? He thought her head looked big. I thought it was cute, her bangs, and it was like kind of choppy bangs. It's like a dirty blonde. It was really cute to me. So Denise and Erica, Brenna said that they're gonna take a trip to Rome. Everybody's excited about it. Dorit says that she's lived there for, how long did she say she lived there? 10, was it 10 years? I don't think so. Maybe it was 10 years. I don't know. Correct me, y'all, in the comments. I don't remember what she said, but Dorit speaks fluent Italian and she can't wait to go. And somebody was like, I guess we're gonna hear this 2 or 3 more times all during the trip. I've lived here all my life. I've lived here forever. And remember, she gave in the I think it was 2 episodes ago where she talked about how she met this guy out there and they had this love fling or whatever. And she was talking about, she was like, I hope PK don't hear me. But yeah, so they're going to Rome. Denise and Erica go and have their conversation onto the side, and Denise was like, her usual, like, it doesn't match. The energy doesn't match. I keep trying to tell y'all the energy don't match. And then we see later why it doesn't match, because she don't like them hoes. And if you are you could even see it through the television screen. If you watch a person, you could see how they move. You could see how the actions don't match, even without this daughter situation with them talking in front of the daughter. Without that, you could see Denise's behavior and language don't go together. And some people can see through it, some people can't. And Lisa Rinna sees through it because I guess she's known her for such a long time. It's like, girl, there's some subtle hostility going on here. We don't understand where it's coming from. And not without the daughter situation, which Kyle brought up again. Let me tell you something. This is a dragonfly. This is right here, right? Baby, when I lived in Atlanta, a dragonfly flew into my car one time and was in the dashboard. Let me tell you, I was screaming. And the man who owned the daycare that my son was in, he had to come out and get the thing. I had jumped out the car. It flew in. I jumped out the car. It was like, oh my God, no. He had to come in and get the dragonfly out of my car. So that just reminded me when that little dragonfly was running. So Denise and Erica have their conversation, and Denise is giving her, I'm not mad. And she's like, okay, but it's a different thing. Erica said it's different when Aaron comes around. The energy changes when Aaron comes around. And then Denise immediately deaded that. She was like, well, we'll talk about him later. We didn't even get to hear the conversation between Erica and Denise, it was more so I want us to get along because we're getting ready to go on a trip together. And then even Erica in her interview was like, girl, you said you wanted to talk, but when I start talking, you shut me down. And this is what Denise does. Either you shut the conversation down or you walk away. And that is not leaving a good taste within the mouths of the girls. You know what I'm saying? Honey, this is them. You see it, the dragonfly? Oh, you can't see it. It's too light over here. So I just don't want it to be weird, she said. Okay, so then Garcelle and Sutton, they go out to dinner. I guess they're trying to get their relationship going, trying to get them to talk and have a conversation. So they started talking about Italy. She was like, yes, I'm going to go. And she said, but girl, it's going to be raining. She was like, girl, because black people in rain, we really don't get along. And then Sutton was like, girl, no, this not just black people because my hair is curly too. And she was like, and my kitchen gets a little heat. What she said, my kitchen gets a little heat. Girl, when she said that, I was like, yeah, she's Southern. So it just makes sense for her to understand what a kitchen is and stuff like that. I was going to say something ignorant, but I won't, because we know that her money was gained later in life, because Garcelle asked her, how did you make your money? Do you guys think that's rude to ask somebody how did they get their money? How did they come into money? Were you born into money? How do you think that's rude? And then Garcelle was like, well, I didn't think it was rude because I didn't ask her how much money she had. I just asked her how she acquired her wealth. And Sutton was like, she didn't really want to talk. And I think that's really, I don't know where that comes from, where people are afraid to talk about. Well, I do. I know partially where it comes from. I think a lot of people, because I guess really in a capitalist society, if you're asking somebody how they made their money and they're not really being forthright with you, because they may think that either one, you will become a competitor, or two, you will try to figure out how to take their money from them. And I think that's across the board. But I think for in our community specifically, I think a lot of it comes to do with residing in a place of lack. And when you are always insecure about money, or have a financial insecurity, you tend to think that that's why people move out of the hood, right? Because people I want to take from you. If you're not going to tell me how to get it, I want to take from you. And a lot of that comes out. So a lot of people don't like to talk about money. I do understand it both sides, but I do also think that it lends to people not getting what they deserve, because I think that if I make a certain amount of money and my peer is right here and makes more than me and we're doing the exact same thing, why is that? Why aren't we getting equal pay? What is it? What is the skill set? Is the skill set different? Are we doing something different? So I think it's good to talk about it, but I understand why people don't. Basically, Kyle is gonna host a baby shower for Teddy. So Teddy goes over to her house and has a conversation. They're having a conversation. Teddy's hair in her interview, that purple tint on her hair, is cute. I said, yes, Teddy. But does she have her baby already? Maybe it's like a henna, maybe. Because I know you can't dye your hair when you're pregnant. But it looks really pretty. I liked it a lot. It actually brings out her, because she really looks like just a jar. I was going to say a jar of mayonnaise, but she just really looks like plain. Okay, very vanilla. I'll say that. That sounds better than a jar of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise sounds gross. Vanilla sounds better because it's a little sweet, right? So yeah, she's really vanilla. And so her purple hair, I think, is very, very cute. Anyway, so Kim shows up with these dresses that she needs to return to Kyle. She has a little young hairstyle going on, little slick ponytail, got her boots on. And I said, okay, Kim Richards. Y'all know Kim Richards is a Virgo. Oh, alcoholic diva. Baby, they were playing that scene when where were they? They were overseas somewhere. And they had that fight with Elaine Richardson and Lisa Rinna threw that glass at Kim. But my favorite is when, I'm glad they showed it, because Kyle was like, we came a long way from the slut pig days. What she call her? You slut pig. You're a slut pig. I said, come on. Her birthday is September 18th or 19th. Kim Richards, Virgo diva. So yeah, that was funny. They can't take Kim. I liken Kim to Kenya because y'all say something to Kim and then Kim chops your head off and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, did she just say that to me? Yes, bitch, she just said that to you. She did. So get yourself together before you come holler at Kim Richards, because she doesn't hold anything back. We don't want to talk about the husband. Let's not talk about the husband. And what she said to Lisa Rinna, why don't you eat some bread so you can calm down? And it's so wrong because Lisa Rinna is so skinny. We know she don't eat. Bitch, why don't you eat some bread so you can calm down? I'm here for all of it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we go. So Brandy is waiting in the car, honey. So Kim's breast exam came back okay or whatever. So while they're all sitting there, of course, Kyle brings up the issue with her, with the kid thing and Denise. And she's like, she act like we can't say anything in front of the kids. And then Brandy was like, girl, Charlie Sheen is their father. Haven't some of us said that? Like, girl, Charlie Sheen is their father. We know she has the right. Yes, I don't have the same. Everyone knows that adults don't have the same boundaries with kids. It just doesn't go. Everything needs to be age appropriate. We got it. But here comes Kyle bringing it up again. She says Denise is not who she pretends to be. And they're like, what are you talking about, girl? And she says that she doesn't like Teddy. Denise doesn't like Teddy. She says that Teddy is living under the shadow of her father, John Cougar Mellencamp, who I love too. John Cougar Mellencamp. Remember there was a video, I just remember the first John Cougar Mellencamp video I saw. He had a guitar and he was like in a church or in this barn or something like that. I don't remember the words, but I remember John Cougar Mellencamp from that video. Not a huge fan of John Cougar Mellencamp, but just remember him from when I was little. Honey, y'all, these dragonflies, y'all not gonna do me today. Y'all not gonna do me today. Here we go. Here we go again. Are they circling my car? Bitch, can you imagine if some dragonflies started circling my car? I would look at it as I always look at it as a good omen. But whatever it is, child, just don't fly in my shit. They can't see. They can see really good, actually, like flies. Flies can see really good too. Now that's one motherfucker. Have y'all noticed that flies are so aggressive nowadays? What is that about? Maybe it's the GMO that they eat from and make them bigger. What do y'all think? I think that's what it is. Anyways, so what happened? All right, so basically Brandy says that Denise talks shit about everybody, and she's talking shit about everybody, which is weird because it's like, why are you here? Are you here well, clearly it's for the opportunity to be on television, to get a check or whatever. What's his name acts really weird. He seems to have some kind of social anxiety. He seems very weird. He's not very personable. Aaron is not. Like, I saw the way that he was interacting with PK, and I was like, he looked like he was nervous, and he was like, it was like weird. Maybe Aaron doesn't, well, he does work with people, because Denise said he works with people with cancer. So I don't understand. Like, he just seems not personable. Maybe he's sensitive too. I don't know. Maybe he just be doped up. I have no idea. Allegedly. I don't know. So anyways, Brandy was like, she has something on me. And she was like, what are you, like, they were like, girl, what are you talking about? So she basically tells them that she feels bad because she was basically put into a position where she thought that Aaron was okay with her having extramarital affairs. And when her and Brandy finally had an extramarital entanglement, that she told her, don't tell Aaron. He would be so upset if he found out. So she was like, bitch, what the fuck? You put me in a position, because I hate cheaters, because my man cheated on me and tore up my whole life and family. Bitch, I don't fuck with cheaters. I don't fuck around with cheaters. I don't fuck with that energy. And here you just put me in a position to be that person. I understand where Brandy is coming from. But Denise, once again, is living this. She has an image that she wants to portray to one group of people and an image that she wants to portray to another group of people, and it's now coming together and it's conflicting. And she was like, I'll never tell your secrets, like trying to basically manipulate Brandy. And Brandy really, I don't know if Brandy was acting. I mean, it's just a matter of whether you like Brandy's personality or not, whether you're going to accept what she's saying. I believe her. Kyle saying, I've never known Brandy to lie. So what was Brandy talking about when she said, your husband didn't want you? Because remember, there was rumors that Mauricio was cheating on Kyle. It was a little rumors, like rumblings around that Mauricio. It was like years ago when Brandy was on there, and that's why Brandy said that. So Kyle saying, well, I don't think Brandy would ever lie. You're just saying you don't think Brandy would ever lie because you don't fuck with Denise, and you just found out Denise don't like your ass. And now you're really offended by it. So that was it. They're on their way to the airport. Teddy tells Rinna what happened with Brandy, and she was like, girl, so they fucked? And then they were both like, oh my God, girl, like, because the cameras are there. And she was like, girl, like, Lisa Rinna's another one. She's not afraid of confrontation. Her and Erica Jane are not afraid of confrontation. They're not really passive aggressive. They're more in your face. That's why Camille, in which I'm glad Camille was like, bitch, you're not going to come up to me and tell me I was being an asshole on Twitter. I was just reacting to you bitches. That's all I was doing. And further, you're not going to come up to me and say no shit to me. But that confrontational energy that Lisa has, she's not afraid to say anything. So I'm sure that's going to be brought up, of course. And you see how they all brought it up at the table on the next episode, baby. That's going to be a mess. Denise is going to be like, cut the cameras. She dead ass. Bitch, she is not gonna be playing with them people because they're about to pull your mask off, Denise. Mask off, fucking mask off. They about to pull it off. Anyways, Denise and Garcelle, they on their way. They late, 2 hours late, and they're like, we're gonna have a good time. And Garcelle's like, girl, I sage, honey. You gonna need some more sage, bitch, when you get there. Get some sage, get some basil, since you're gonna be in Italy, bitch. Dry that shit up and hit them with the heat, girl, because it's gonna be a mess next week. All right, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. We're gonna come back with New York. All right, peace.